This is the story of a man who once believed he had everything: wealth, power, status. His life looked perfect from the outside. People admired him, envied him, even feared him. He woke every morning in a mansion of glass and marble, where sunlight shined through like gold and luxury, surrounded him from every angle. His human body was strong, healthy, and always dressed in expensive suits that made him feel like he was standing above the world. Every step he took echoed confidence. Every smile he gave reflected pride. He thought this life would last forever. He thought success was his forever companion. But what he didn't know was that life has a way of testing even the strongest humans. And when it tests you, it doesn't ask permission. His downfall began silently. A small business mistake. A trusted partner who betrayed him. A market crash he never saw coming. At first he ignored the signs. He told himself he was too powerful to fail, too smart to lose. But day by day the cracks grew wider. Deals collapsed, clients disappeared, debts grew like storms. The same people who once called him sir now avoided even meeting his eyes. Banks began calling. Lawyers began writing. And one by one every wall of his empire fell. His mansion was sold, his cars were taken, his company dissolved. And the man who once stood like a giant felt his human body shrinking under the weight of failure. He lost his home, his friends, his respect, and worst of all, he lost himself. There came a night when he sat alone on a cold street bench, under a sky that felt heavier than ever. The wind was sharp, the world was quiet, and for the first time, he saw his reflection not in a mirror of gold, but in the dark glass of a store window. A man with tired eyes, a man whose expensive suits were gone, a man who had fallen to a place he never imagined. His human body, once proud, was now exhausted. Shoulders bent, hands shaking, breath heavy. He wondered how everything could disappear so quickly. He wondered if he even deserved to rise again. But life's hardest moments hold the seeds of change, and suffering often teaches lessons success never can. One that breaks you, and one that builds you. He chose to rise. With no money, no support, and no comfort, he took his first steps toward rebuilding himself. He began working small jobs just to survive. His hands, once soft and polished, became rough and tired. His muscles ached from labor he had never imagined doing. But each drop of sweat was a reminder that he was still alive, still human, still capable. His pride had fallen, but his spirit was beginning to rise. And one night, sitting in a tiny room with nothing but a cheap table and an old mobile phone, he discovered something that would change his life forever. A way to rebuild income online. A way that didn't require money or privilege, only effort, patience, and consistency. This was the doorway to passive income, the system, the mindset, the journey of earning through digital skills, online opportunities, and the new world of remote work. At first he struggled. His mind was rusty, his confidence weak. But every time he wanted to quit, he remembered the cold nights, the empty pockets, and the pain of losing everything. His human body, once broken by failure, started gaining strength again. Long nights of learning, early mornings of practice. His first online dollar made him cry, not because of the amount, but because it proved he was not finished. He was not defeated. He was becoming someone stronger than he ever was before. As weeks turned into months, he grew, not just in earnings, but in mindset. He learned digital marketing, freelancing, content creation, online business systems, and everything that passive income offered. His brain sharpened, his heart strengthened, his body stood tall again. His income rose from small amounts to stable streams, and from streams to a river. Opportunities returned. Competence returned. Hope returned. And the man who once lost everything began building a new life. Not with arrogance, but with gratitude. Not with pride, but with purpose. People who once left him behind now looked at him with surprise, unable to understand how he rose from nothing. But he knew that his strength didn't come from wealth, it came from struggle. He realized that riches earned through knowledge are stronger than riches inherited through luck. He understood that success built on pain is stronger than success built on pride. His human body now carried scars, scars of failure, scars of hard work, but these were the marks that made him unstoppable. And so, his story stands as a message to every human listening. You can lose money, you can lose friends, you can lose everything you thought defined you, but you must never lose yourself.